This is a closeout report for rapid funding with ML Voting Agents proposal. This proposal was funded in Fund 7's Rapid Funding Mechanisms Challenge. The challenge's objective was to explore funding methods that are quicker, more scalable, more transparent, and more accountable than Catalyst. The proposed solution is an online service supporting a funding process with weekly distribution of funding and which improves on all 4 criteria set by the challenge. The key technological improvements are pairwise ranking instead of proposal ratings and the use of natural language understanding models to reduce the time that voters must commit to support the process. The key benefits of this approach are: it allows for weekly distribution of funding. It requires just 15 minutes of time per typical voter per cycle. It makes it possible to keep voting decisions of all voters public for an improved transparency and auditability. Let me show how all this works from a user's perspective. One can think of the proposed voting experience as of a Netflix of proposals. There could be millions of proposals or movies in the case of Netflix, but intelligent discovery methods hide that complexity from the user. The intelligent proposal discovery is supported by 4 natural language understanding models. These discovery methods are semantic search, personalized recommendations, exploration through automatically created categories, and similar proposals. They are the first key ingredient that allows a voter to spend just 15 minutes per voting cycle. Another key ingredient is a reformulated voter's objective. Instead of asking voters to review and vote for as many proposals as possible, we ask them to prepare a list of just 3 proposals that, in their opinion, shall be funded this cycle. The voting is done in 4 simple steps. First, a voter discovers proposals using the 4 discovery methods. Second, the voter shortlists interesting proposals for a later review. Third, the voter rearranges the shortlist to place the best proposals at its top. Last, the voter reviews the 3 best proposals and submits them as the vote. This objective not only simplifies the voter's task, but also unlocks the use of pairwise ranking algorithms to create better personalized recommendations, the second key ingredient of this approach. Another benefit of this voter's task is that voters don't need to provide negative votes or to be fully objective. This reduces the social pressure and makes it possible to make all voting decisions public, increasing the transparency and auditability of the funding process. Despite the seeming simplicity and subjectivity, this approach has mathematical guarantees that given enough voters, and that each voter considers a certain number of proposals, the combined results of the community voting will be close to the results in the case when each voter analyzed all proposals. These guarantees are brought by the use of random sampling in the unguided categorical exploration and the wisdom of the crowd phenomenon. To test the scalability of this approach, we performed user experience and technical tests on a combined dataset of 4 Catalyst funds. And based on our observations, the technology does scale well. Now that you have seen the software, it's time to speak about the next steps, which is to test the software in real-world conditions. For that, a Fund 10 proposal will be presented to test this approach for a short period of time. The test will allow to iron out any potential inefficiencies, incorporate community feedback, and evaluate this approach overall. Thank you for your time, and you can experience the redesigned funding process yourself at votingagents.org.